William Helmrich is the society professor and author of What Was I Thinking, which I think is the appropriate title for what is President Obama thinking. We were talking in the break about, in your book, you talk about taking the easy way out, and you think that's what Obama was doing.
I think that I think he's misguided in what he's doing. I don't think his intentions are necessarily bad, but I think that he's looking for an easy way out of the solution. He sees the entire Arab world afire, and he's looking for something that he can do that will placate them. But this is not the answer. This is not what's going to help. What this does is it emboldens people who seek Israel's destruction. For example, what is Bashar al-Assad thinking now? What is he thinking, Bashar? Is he thinking, oh, I sent people across the border on Sunday, they created a provocation, and now the president says, yes, let's go back to the pre-67 borders. It's almost as though he's being rewarded for what he did. And we all know he's trying to deflect attention from his collapsing regime.
You see the beginning of the show where Lara Logan from CBS was talking, and she said, the more I screamed, I thought if I would scream, they would stop. But the more I screamed, the more incensed they became. Israel now is going to say, wait a minute, what does this do to the Arab world, to the people who are literally gathering by the hundreds of thousands and chanting, kill the Jews, kill the Jews? What does this move by our president mean?
Unfortunately, it does seem that it would play into their hands and that it would embolden them. That in this particular case, the Middle East is a very, very tough neighborhood. The more you give, the more you're asked to give. When I interviewed Dr. Abdel Rantisi for a film a number of years ago, who was the previous head of Hamas, I asked him, would you be satisfied if Israel went back to the pre-1967 borders? The very question we're discussing today. His answer was, no, I will not be satisfied with that because my home is in Ashkelon. Ashkelon is a city that's not far from Tel Aviv. It's a major city, and it's part of pre-1967 borders.
You mean part of it or prior to? I mean,
It was there in 1948. It was there before the Six-Day War in 1967. Now, there are elements within the Palestinian community who genuinely want peace, but he needs to empower those people, not to empower people who say that you give something away without negotiating it, that you say, okay, we'll return to the 1967 borders and don't ask for anything in return. Is it possible for Israel to negotiate the 67 borders when the side that it's dealing with does not even express willingness to recognize its existence?
Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Back in a minute.